Hey guys, Taro here. Welcome back to the snow. It's taken a while, but I finally got around to my snow races that I recorded because this one was done on Christmas Eve, I think. So it's been a while since this race was actually recorded. So this was my first snow race I did of what was 2018. We made a pretty good solid, so at least we can still drive in a straight line in the snow at least. As you know, having been a few issues down there, running out a little bit wide, still getting a bit of a tank slapper run. It's only been about what, 20 seconds of the race, not even that, we're already having issues. Although we are now into the top 10, so it's not been the worst line in the world. And I chose the Osiris because I usually have quite a few understeer problems with it in normal kitchens, so I'm hoping with the snow and the oversteer that will give, I can. Actually, there's a Wagner in front of us. Actually, it's a very brave choice because the we think it's really was everyone going for the coast. I know you get to building into the tree, and I was just spun ourselves out. I'm just completely undone all my hard work of surviving one corner. Drop that back down, P14, so back down. Surely this must be why we started the race. And get the inside of this green side now, going for the curvest line of here. You know, curves, you cut out a bit wider, the momentum in the snow definitely doesn't look like it's me the best in the world. As we get up now, coming on now, onto lap 2 of 3, so it's be a quick fire race. Although we're driving like that, it's not going to be very quick. Anyway, now inside there of a Nero Custom, you don't see many Neros anymore. And getting lucky there with the jump, so that's a bit of grass there. Luckily we've got a good line. Actually, here's a T20. This is something else you don't really see much of anymore. Actually, I haven't even seen that one all race. I don't know where they came from. And the class of Wagner spun itself out. I'm not surprised at them really that Wagner spun itself out. Now then, into 11th place, and we missed the corner completely, and then we've overshot it there. Well, I say I overshot, I braked at the same point I did last lap, and it didn't work that time. Has my Osiris just developed advanced handling factor or something? Is it now in a Tele GTO? Or something like that? But we do get up now, though, crucially, into the top. I think a bit slow, wasn't he just managing to hold it? Imagine me having the stock tyres on all my cars. It isn't helping too much in the snowy conditions. Although the snow only lasted for about a week, so I wasn't going to change him anyway. I mean, my Osiris did anything with off tyres. And once again, the coastline is forcing us out wide now. We're still going to the coastline. Into the fence, then we spun ourselves out, do 360. And now we're facing the complete wrong direction now. You guys might go in the right direction because that fence panel there was just on the middle of the path. I mean, I'd already committed to the coastline, so I had to go to the top of it. Now here's that green Osiris that we met at the end of the photo. So it looks like it's going to be a battle between me and them. The battle for P13 is literally we're fighting it over the near enough the wooden spoon, because I don't know where the other 6 cars behind us are, if they're still going or if they give up or something. Because this was a public lobby, although most of them are other races. There's only a few. There's obviously a I'm smashing to the wall, and so look at this. We managed to say that thankfully we haven't got BMG damage. But the footage cut a little bit there, but we managed to get around the corner okay that time. Although that green Osiris though is pulling away from Skype. First place is only just finished now. We're really not that far behind. I mean, given how horrific I've been in this race, I thought they finished about 10-20 seconds ago. And now that, oh, everyone's finished now. Can't see the corner, can't see the apex of the corner. Gonna go for the coastline once again, into the pole. And actually, everyone's finishing the race now. And spectator messages, I couldn't see the left side of the screen, and honestly, well, neither can you either. That was a pretty horrific performance, all things considered, really. But now then, still on to the main race now. Still in the Osiris, but not in the snow, because this race actually happened before the snow did. Let's see if we can actually have some normal driving with the Osiris where we don't understeer into oblivion. There we get a pretty okay start though. Here's our Wagner, I think, from the other race. So we're going a little bit wide and we get forced, unfortunately they get forced into a pole, so sorry about that, but that didn't really leave me much of a choice. Now there's a Wagner trying to go around our outside now. But we lead into turn 1. Actually the Wagner does back inside, forces us out wide. I mean, karma for me, well deserved, I have to say there. I did show him into a pole earlier on, but now that pink Wagner takes the lead of the race, and here comes the planes I forgot to mention, because you would have seen it anyway. I know it was a pretty horrible line there. The curb design really is not the line to take on this track. But again, you don't know if you don't try. There's another Wagner going slowly, you just managed to make a way up the inside of them. They go up now into 6th place, and we've got another Wagner now. We're trying to find a gap here at the inside of some of this contact, and the Wagner just flew across the screen. I mean, was that my fault? Probably, but there was a gap there, and they didn't leave me the space, so in a straight line, you can't really cut across like you can't max the Verstappen people. Now here comes a tier 20 out of absolutely nowhere. They're trying to go for a cutback line, but we're going to go for the full racing line. We didn't really work as well. There's a Wagner out of nowhere. I think that was that dark blue one that I passed earlier on in the lap as well. We drop back down into P7, so we've gone from pole position, effectively, step 1, down to P7. But at least we're still going, though, vaguely in the proximity of the cars. No, Rance Van Coin go for a run out line wide there. Try and go for the cabin. No, we missed it. We finished the plane. We exploded the plane. We completely just destroyed. Who was that? TS. So sorry about that, TS. But why you stopped in the middle of the road where the cars go? I mean, that wasn't my fault anyway. Even if I hadn't missed the checkpoint, I had to have stopped. He shouldn't have been there in the first place. So I can't really take blame for that one. It's a bit two Wagner there taking themselves out, and we're back up now into P7. So it looks like we've in effect got away with missing the checkpoint, but looks like the full sweaty line around the outside isn't really the way to go. It's getting a bit of a twitch, so the Cyrus still not feeling the best. You know, this race did happen before the snow did, so I haven't got any excuses for saying that I was used to how the snow driving was. Looks like we're in pretty much in no man's land of our own for a little bit now, because still another 4 laps of the race left to go, so still plenty of time to catch up here. I know there's one plane in front of us. I think most people are going for the car route, so I should be able to catch up to them, because the plane route is definitely faster on this track, but as you see, it comes with a lot more risk. You have to be inch perfect with it. Now then, still nothing already. It's been a whole lot basically on my own, if you don't count me blowing up the plane, because technically I hadn't started the second lap yet, but either way, our lap was seeing literally no one. They come now around the corner again, running out a bit while trying to go for the coastline. Once again, we're hitting the wall. I'm still like that, doing another 360, doing a lot of 360s, and are you serious? I missed the checkpoint again. I drop it down into P9 now to lap 3 of 5, so onto the halfway stage lap of the race. And this has been, honestly, it's been fairly horrific so far. I mean, it's like I'm driving in snow just without it, really, how bad I'm doing so far. And now, damn it, like I said, we're in 9th place. I'm sure there's still people behind me. There's that Trismo from the start, which shoved us into the Wagner. So I want to beat them at least. And ideally, I want to beat the pink Wagner, but then again, it is a Wagner. And I haven't seen it ever since the first corner, so I got a feeling they can be gone. But we're now into P7 again, so someone else must have had some kind of major issues or something, probably on the plane route or something. There's an explosion there for Phyllis, so he's now having a good time. It may well have been him that's the one that exploded to give us the position. Either way, though. Yeah, a bit of a slide once again, finding a bubble. He's not working for these hours, and he's spinning out now. Oh no, we're in the worst supposed to get out of the way. Hopefully there's no one coming through. Actually, there goes, I think that's a Turismo, is it? Either way, they've missed the corner completely though, but we're going to take pretty much the same line as what they did. But yeah, thankfully we just had to get away of the that chicane there, because that's really a one-line corner. I didn't want to be there, that was the worst place to be. Now through this tunnel, we're going to be curbing, but that Turismo friend is curbing, but Turismo's got nothing on his Solaris. Try to let them think better of it, and once again, try and go for the line here around the outside, but then we have to cut back in more to the checkpoint. We finally get it right that time. And then going for the Kirby's lines now. We've got 2 laps of this race left to go. Turismo's not really going for any Kirby's. We get up now into P6, so managed to legitimately overtake someone, I think, for the first time in this race. No, it's all about now the consistency. Can we stay in front of them? Because there's quite a gap to the car in front of me, or plane, or the next person in front of me, put it like that. Really, so it's going to be about now defending from this T20 and the Turismo, which we've got 2 cars now, which are now into P5. We're into the top 5 somehow. One of the planes or something must have had some kind of issue. There's an explosion there. I get a feeling that may well have been the reason why I'm now in P5. That's a horrible line once again. It's going to slow us down massively. I don't know that T20 is going to be coming. Side by side, we're going to have to back off there. Let the T20 through. Let us into the pole. Actually, there goes a plane now to saw the shadow there. Because the Turismo just shoved us wide into the wall. You get a nice controlled line, actually. A very nice line, all things considered, out of that corner. Now, there's the plane now, which actually has to go into here as well. Actually, the plane, they hit the wires and now into the bridge, and they explode. So Ultra Blue's not having a good time on this race, but that's the risk you take with the planes. It's quicker, but it comes with a lot more risk. We start to get into this corner. This corner hates me. And now she dropped down behind that Turismo once again, which now we're going for the plane. So they could be faster than me on this lap. It just depends whether or not they actually are competent at flying, which is something I'm not, which is why I've gone for the car route every single lap. There's a blown up plane there. And now then, we can try and make up 2 places to get to a top 5, which is, if we come away with the top 5, it'll be very undeserved, honestly, because I've been terrible in this race. As Matex has already finished with that far behind. I mean, if you give Matex the lead of the race, he's not going to look back really easy. And then we've still got our half lap left to go. We've just got to try and survive this part of the lap now. As we're into P6, so we've made it 1 place somehow. But I think there's a plane right behind me though, so that's going to be something we're trying to keep behind us, so there's nothing really we can do, because we can't exactly just go up in front of them or something. And now then, through the final few corners now, going under the tunnel now for the final time. It looks like we are going to finish in P6. Unless something happens to one of the people in front of me, still over the course finish line, but it's not looking very likely that I'm going to gain a place. Now then, round the final corner. Once you get the final corner right this time, I'm going to come across the line in P6. But how I didn't finish in last place is beyond me, really. They finish in P6, just behind you. It'll be Matex taking the win in, well, it says the Osiris. I get the feeling he took the car route. And I think it was the pink Wagner that came home in 2nd. With Pointing in 3rd, Lou 4th, Jet in 5th. And we just beat Thomas. Where did the Turismo's down way at the bottom? They didn't have a good time on that final lap of the race going for the planes. I don't know if this was them, but either way, that person's not had a good time. So don't leave a like if you enjoyed this video. Leave a comment down below, subscribe if you're new, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on any future uploads. Remember to follow me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, there'll be links down in the description below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all next time.